When you think about spring, a lot of people think about, renewal and refreshing. And of course, spring cleaning is a large part of that. And so much of spring cleaning is kind of decluttering things. Depending on where you are in the world or the country, the seasons are kind of dreary and dull. And, maybe in March, things start to get a little bit more bright and a little bit more clear. So you're naturally having this energy. You're like, oh, I just want to refresh and reset. So doing something like this with your GTD system, it can be kind of a natural cadence in line with what's already going on in the world. One of the things that I've done that I found can be really helpful when I'm looking for a way to kind of recharge or refresh my GTD system, I go back and I try to regularly reread the Getting Things Done book. But it's so amazing how many times I'll do that and I will catch things that I didn't notice before. Or I'll have a deeper understanding of something because I've been, using the system and I've come across experiences that are in the book that maybe I hadn't come across before. It makes more sense to me now. And it's not just like words on a page. I can literally relate to some of the things that are in there, whereas I couldn't before. And because of that newfound revelation, I can now use the tools and some of the best practices suggested in that Getting Things Done book to strengthen my GTD system. Particularly as I have progressed in my career and in my life. Like David Allen says, the better you get, the better you better get. I've been rewarded for that because I've been able to produce great things. But after a while, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of getting stuck. Like I can't quite get to that next level. Like I'm not really sure what's going on. And then I'm able to identify some pieces that I've been missing maybe in my system. Like, oh, wow, the natural planning model, of course, I should have been doing that all along. I should do that here. Checklists, I should be creating more checklists, or let me rework my weekly review. I have a customized weekly review, but maybe there is some things as I'm reading the Getting Things Done book and I say, oh yeah, I haven't thought about that. Let me add that to my weekly review. And speaking of the weekly review, even some of the ways that I engage with certain things can use a bit of a refresh. So sometimes certain behaviors can become a little bit monotonous for me. So to kind of shake things up with a weekly review, I might, instead of doing it at my desk on a Monday morning, which is oftentimes what I've been doing it, let's try it on a Wednesday and I'm gonna stand, or I'm gonna do it on a Wednesday and I'm gonna sit in the conference room and I'm gonna close the door. Or I'm gonna do it on a Friday afternoon while I'm at home and sitting at my desk here. There's ways to kind of shake up things. And again, that kind of new environment can naturally encourage like creativity and flow and all of these things. That being said, sometimes it can be challenging and it can be a little bit slow going. If I'm looking at the GTD book and I'm looking at my system, and I'm still really having trouble getting to that next level and, things just seem like they're overwhelming and there's a little bit too much going on. Sometimes that's where a GTD coach is going to be really helpful because it's one thing for you on your own to go through the GTD book and read and try to pick out certain things that you need to make changes in your system. And it's another thing to work with someone who's been very familiar with the best practices and has worked with people to kind of get things more under control and to quickly be able to help customize a system for you and work with you to find a solution that's going to work best for you. So if you've ever considered coaching or thought about maybe, I don't know if I want coaching or what's coaching, how can it be beneficial for me? One of the great benefits that a lot of people have found has definitely been related to finding those gaps of, okay, I've been using this system for this long and I can't get past this point. I'm at an 8 and I can't get to a 9 or I can't get to a 10. A coach can really step in and help you get to that next level. So definitely reach out if it's something that you're thinking about. We would be happy to help and work with you.